19th of December, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos.
Good to see you, Ellie. Let's see, good to see you, Bob. Lou, how are you? Okay.
Oh, okay, good. We're ready. Where's Roy? We need our
Excuse me?
we need our pillar. Where's Roy today?
Okay,
He's our stabilizer.
okay. Hashem, he'll be with us.
He's the rock.
Okay. Okay, good morning. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here, Shivat Samanavshi here in Zoom, our first year in the morning. Morning, Pierke Avos. You have the document in front of you. We're learning now the Maharal Prague, his Perush on the Mimer of Rabbi Yishmael. Good. Again, if just to recap, Amar Rabbi Yishmael Omer, Havi Kal L'Rosh V'Noach L'Shchorois, Havi Mekabel Kol Adam B'Simcha. Rabbi Yishmael said, he taught us, a person should be submissive to those who are in authority. You should go easy with either the young or the old, and you should Mekabel Kol Adam B'Simcha. According to the own Ashir, the Ha'adam is not referring to Kol Ha'adam, meaning each and every person. Kol Ha'adam is referring to one singular person, meaning whoever you are going to greet, you should greet that person fully, absolutely, with absolute simcha, wholeheartedly. So that's another way of understanding it, according to the dicta of the statement of Rabbi Yishmael. Ha'adam. Ha'adam means the person, the whole person. So when you're greeting a person, you should greet him wholeheartedly. You should be wholeheartedly towards him, and you should greet him in spite of whatever good qualities and not so good qualities may have. You receive him honorably and cheerfully in all cases, whatever it may be. Okay, so now that'll bring us to the Maharal Prague. We started this last time, but I think we'll just go over it again to begin with here. Yesh Ladas, we have it there in the document. It should be on your screen as well, if you like.
I have it.
Okay, any volunteers to read?
I do.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Yesh Ladas ki hanhaga she'arich al ha'adam. And it is known, or it should be known, since the behavior.
Yesh Ladas, meaning it should be known. I mean, you should realize this. You should know this.
It should be known since behavior that is required of a person, Shehiyah hanhagaso yishara, that it should be straight behavior, the tova, straight and good.
Yeah, Yashar also means proper. Yashar can mean proper here as well, rather. Yashar is that the Hazal say that Kadosh Baruch Hu boras Adam b'seikel yashar. He created him yashar. Meaning you could say he created him straight, but that's a little bit stilted in understanding. So I mean he created him with a proper intelligence, right? I mean it can, under normal circumstances, can function properly. So a person, you should know that a person in his behavior with people, it should be in order that it should be proper and good, injurious with people.
Im habrios, with people, nachlakat, the gimel components. What's not nachlakat?
Broken, divided. Chelek.
It's divided into three components. His proper and good behavior is divided into three components. Hachelek ha'echad, the first component, ech yiyeh hagaso im gedolei, how he should behave with people who are great.
Gedolim hamala memenu, greater than him.
Right, meaning it's all relative, right? It's all relative. So it depends who and what the person is himself, and then where he is in relationship to other people. But there are always going to be people greater than him, in some way or another.
Vizahu haga aleph, and this is the first component, the first behavior. Hachelek habet, the second behavior, ech yiyeh hagaso im bnei adam, how he should behave with people, shehem kitanim mimenu, that are smaller than him. Ha chalek hagimel, and the third component, ech tiyeh hagaso im chavei rav, shehem bnei gilo v'dug maso v'hem kiyotze bo. And the third component, how he should behave with his friends, that they are the same type. What's dugmaso?
And similar to him. A dugma is an example, so they're similar to him.
They're the same type and similar to him, and they are like him. Well, that's kind of redundant. Said the same thing three times.
No, it's a little bit different. It says here that that they're bnei gilo, they're bnei gilo, meaning they're his comrades, and they're similar to him. The Haim Kiyotzi Bill, and they who are like them, even though he may not be comrades with them, but there are other people who are in the same. Well, it depends how you want to do the analysis. Is it a financial criteria, social criteria, whatever criteria you may have, a professional criteria, right? So there are people who are his Ben Gilo, they're his comrades, his personal associates, but then you have people in the same profession which may not be associates with him, but they're very similar to him because they're in the same profession, right? For example.
Right. So are these verbs meaning or?
Yeah, I mean they're all different aspects of different ways of being equal to people. You can be a comrade to be a person, but it not necessarily be similar to him, right? You could have a comrade, but he's not similar to him, right? You have a friend
Right.
that is very different. He has different hobbies than you. He thinks differently. He might even be more or less intelligent than you, but he happens to be a friend of yours.
Right. Ulachach amar shetzarich sheyeh kal l'rosh, and therefore he said that it's necessary that he be subservient to the leader. Lihios nishma, in order to hear l'chol devarav, all his words.
Okay. So let's just right. We'll plug this in later on, but I think before we move to get involved with this next paragraph in full, let's just try and plug these three categories that the morale set in front of us into the statement of Rabbi Yishmael. Okay, so we had, I think you can understand pretty clearly. It should be Kal Rosh. So that's how a person should be dealing with people who are greater than him. Should be Kal Rosh. Those are people who are Rosh superiors in some way. Then it should be Noach leShechoros. Those people who are less than him. That would be very good if you would understanding Shechoros mean those who are younger than him, right? So we should go easy with them. If they're elders, and it's not so easy to understand how they should be less than him, but that's another question. Then finally, you have the Kabbalah Kol Adam B'Simcha. So that's dealing with all the people that you are immediately involved with, even on a regular equal basis, more or less. Okay. All right, let's go back and do this. Now we can go into this next paragraph.
Okay. So the first behavior applies to the Rosh, and that is in order that you will be able to hear everything that he says. Since he's greater than you, you want to make sure that you don't miss any of the wise words that he's going to impart to you.
Right.
U'lechol tiva'av shelo yeh kal, and all his commandments.
But all Shelo Yekal, meaning all of his directives, commandments, exactly right.
They should be. He should follow all of his commandments.
Right, meaning it should be college. Whatever the directive, whatever the commandment should be, it should be college. It should be easily acceptable. Right? There shouldn't be any dissonance. There shouldn't be any dispute about what he says and what to do about it.
Vizahu,
All his tzivoy, all his commands should be easy. They're easy. You just accept the authority as being the authority, and then you just follow what they have to do.
Vizahu haga shehi im b'nei adam shehem gedolim v'chashuvim mimenu, and this behavior, it is with people that they are greater and more important than him.
Right. Meaning this type of behavior of being cow, meaning submissive, that's the type of behavior you have to adopt when you're dealing with people who are greater and more important than the person.
V'tikaf she yomar v'yatzo devar yiyeh nishma lo. What is this word v'tikaf?
Oh, but take if shiyomer v'yitzavadavar, and immediately that it's said and something is commanded, yeah, nishmalo, you shall listen to him. Right? That's an immediate response. Immediate response when you hear something, a directive or command from someone who's greater than you, right, should be immediately listened to, right? Try and teach that to the young generation, right?
Ukeneged nahag hanhaga hashnei
Hasheni.
hasheni and corresponding to the second behavior, Haim b'nei Adam, this is for all people, Shehem kitanim mimenu, that are less than you. Amar v'nuach v'sish choras, and we said that he should be easygoing with the young or the elderly. Uperush ha sish chores Haim b'nei Adam she chorei rosh. And the explanation of this word is that they are people who are shechorei is gray-headed.
The shechori mean that they are black. They mean their hairs are still black. They have black hairs.
Oh,
their
black.
Right. So that means they're on the young side. They haven't achieved maturity yet.
Okay. Kamo hayelados v'ha shachros. It's like children and shachros is the same word, black.
Yeah. Well, then now he's quoting a pasuk in Koheles. It's a pasuk in Koheles. Kamo the shachori rosh kamo hayelados shechoros hevel, meaning that the children and the young ones are hevel, are waste, or have been wasted.
So this is a quoting from a pasuk.
Right.
Okay, and okay. Ritzei lomar yaldos ha'adam ki b'yaldoso hu shachor beresho. It's required to say.
Well, means to say.
Oh, it means to say. That means to say, children of people. Yaldos ha'adam, the children of a man.
I think it's referring to the youth of a person, when a person is young.
Oh, the youth of a person, when he is young, he is black-headed.
Right. So he doesn't have gray hairs yet.
Right. The Devar Zeh Timtza Talmud Haraba Ma'od Echein Perush Harambam. And this matter, what's timtza? It's found?
It's found, exactly, very good, it's found in the Gemara, but found Talmud Harbe Mod. It's found in the Gemara many times.
Many times, as explained by the Rambam.
And is also explained by the Rambam as well.
It's also explained by the Rambam. I don't know what Zion Lamed is. Zal? Oh, Zal.
That's right.
Lashon Tishcharos, the expression Tishcharos. Amar Shehaya Nuach Lahem. And it says that one should be easy with them. Velo Yidaber Imahem, and don't speak with them. Big vu hos rak benuach. Don't speak with them. I don't know, harshly.
A little bit different from it's word from the Avos from with overbearingly.
Don't speak with them in an overbearing way, rather with in an easygoing way or with patience.
That's right. Not very good, patience. I like that. That's very good, Lou. Patience.
Thank you. And ve'im yishal echad mishchore rosh mimenu. And if, what is yishal, you ask?
Yes.
If you ask one of these dark-headed, these who are more dark-headed than you.
Well,
What?
Yeah, if one of these if one of these young people will ask you, if someone who's young will ask you, they're going to ask you.
If they will ask you, I see. One of these young ones, devar something, yeh nuach lo, be patient with him, velo yeh kasha lo, and do not be kasha is harsh.
Be harsh. Don't be harsh with him, right?
Okay, so if somebody is greater than you, you should listen to him carefully to make sure you don't miss any of his words of wisdom and immediately do whatever he says. If somebody is younger than you, then you should be patient with him. And if he asks you a question, you should answer him and not be harsh.
Right. Some my people get impatient with young people, right? For whatever reason it might be, but that's not the right approach. Should deal with them patiently.
V'keneged b'nei Adam shehem kiyotze bo uv'nei gilu, and corresponding to people that are like you, and children. Gilu was also was like you.
Yeah, literally, a ben gilo. It's a certain phrase that Hazal use. A ben gilo is a person that is of the same mazel as you. they're the same type, they're the same, have the same um, makeup in various different ways, same characteristics. They're very similar to in certain characteristics.
In life circumstances?
And yeah, it could be, and in terms of also type of it actually goes back to even the birth date. If they have the same birth date and things like this, that maybe but what you would say if they have the same they have the same zodiac and things like this. You're probably familiar with that. But it's referring to someone who's basically a peer of yours.
Right. Amar v'hayu mikabel kol adam b'simcha. Okay, so concerning this person is when it says that you should receive every person with happiness. Sheyinahag kavod b'chol adam. That you should behave honorably with all people. Ubezeh hu yotzei yedei chol habrios. And in this, he is fulfilling through all of the people.
ובזהו יוצא ידי כל הבריות. Yeah, and through this, meaning he's with this, with being makabel kolam karam b'simcha, he's yotze yedei kol I believe you would say he's acceptable to all people. He's acceptable to all. He's acceptable to all people.
Now, when we say all people here, but are we in the category of all people that are like him, or are we saying all people?
No, he's expanding it to include all people. He'll explain it in the next line or two. People greater than him, greater or lesser than him, people on the same level of him. And when you makabel call on them, right?
Hein brios shehem gedolim. They are brios means like the creation of all the people.
People, meaning he's referring to people. Brios are people.
Okay, so they're people that they are great, v'choshvim, and important. Hayamenu. What's the difference between hayamenu and mimenu?
Hymenu is in relationship to him. They're greater and more important than him.
Okay, so it's really the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
Hein brios shehem kitanim haimenu. They are people who are less than him.
Yeah, when you have a sentence like this, when it says hein and hein, it's like hein brios shehem gedolim v'chashumim memenu, hein brios shehem kitanim memenu. This is whether. Hein means, like in this case, whether they are people that they are greater and more significant than him, or whether they are people who are lesser than him.
Hein brios shehem ba'archu, or whether they are people that they are ba'archu v'dug maso, that is that they're the same as him?
Yeah, but archo is like they are they have the same they have the same value or the same worth. They have the same worth and are similar to him.
Okay, so they are the same worth and they are similar to him. Amnam yoter near perush ha'aruch u perush Rashi Zal. It is stated more that we see the explanation. I don't know what Ha'aruch.
The Aruch is a certain sefer, is a rishon, a certain sefer, and also so he says Amnon. However, Amnon means however. Yosef near it is more apparent. The parish, the explanation of the Aruch, and then the explanation of Rashi.
Those are more apparent than what?
I mean, the explanation that we just gave. He's going to explain what Rashi and the Aruch explain, and he's prefacing his remarks saying that what he's going to explain now, which is according to the Aruch and to Rashi, is more apparent than what more reasonable. Let's say, put it more reasonable than the previous explanation, which was up in dealing with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what he means. Amnon Yosinira, it seems more apparent the parish of the Aruch and the parish of Rashi Zal.
Okay. She perusho tishchoras, that the explanation of this word tishchoras, milashon ha devak, is from an expression or a language of devak. What's devak?
Davak means to be to cling to attach yourself, connect with.
Le shachor vi shesachu lecha.
That's vishtachavu.
Tachavu, to bow down.
Yes, right, or submit, right.
Okay, so it's more of an expression of clinging to the youth. The shachor is the dark, the black.
Well, now he's changing Rashi. If you remember on our first document that we did last week, we brought down Rashi, right? And Rashi also quoted this pasuk, right? So based on this pasuk, right, this pasuk that it says there that if you'll attach yourself to someone who is great, right, other people will bow down to you as well. So he's going to explain what that pasuk means now.
Ukid Isa beperek hazakas habatim.
Yeah, Heskas Abatim. That's a parak in Baba Basra, right? Isa beperek Heskas Abatim, as it is cited in the parak in Baba Basra named Heskas Abatim.
Have memite le dide ule sade le lish chorim Shahu milashon moshal ushrara. So it is a limitation to him of himself.
Well, that the Gemara in Baba Basra says as follows: Havi mimaiti le the sadi shchin, that havi mimaiti le the you should lower yourself, or you should reduce yourself, right, to him. L'sahadi l'shachri, and you should submit to those who have powers.
So lishcharim is powers.
Superiors, right? Superiors. La shchin is superiors.
And ulas sadeh is to
Sadi is like it's used in this way as it's referring to like submitting.
So he should reduce himself and submit to superiors. Shehu milashon moshal ushirara, that it is an expression of moshal. I don't know.
Moshal is we say let me see if I can find it for you. 1 second. If you have your siddur at toward the end of the Shir Shel Yam, at the end of just before you stabach. So it's about three lines from the end of the Shir Shel Yom, just before Yishtaba.
Okay, I'm there.
There's Kila Hashem Hamlucha.
Got it.
Okay. Kila Hashem Hamlucha Moshel Bagoyim.
Moshel. It says, and he rules.
Right.
Okay, so that's to rule.
Or in this case, it's a noun. So in this case, it's a noun. So it's called Moshel is a ruler.
Okay, that it's an expression of rulership and clarity. Sharara is that clarity?
No, Surah is authority.
Authority. Okay, so now what is this telling me? He should submit to superiors that are rulers and authorities.
Right. That's right. So up until now, we've been explaining, according to the other Meforshim, the Shechoros is referring to young people, or could be possibly referring to old people. But here's a whole nother chat that's referring to a person who has a ruler or authority.
But that's funny because we had in our original quote, we had Leroche, meaning a ruler or authority figure.
That's right. So first of all, we have to make a distinction between Rosh and Shahar, number one, and also we have to make a distinction between what is Kal and what's Noya, right?
Right.
So there's difference here. We'll see how far we can go with this. We won't have time today to go into it too much, but we'll see if we can. According to this shot, we have to try and understand what these nuances, this subtle nuances going on here.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So we'll have to see if we can get to the subtle nuances of the difference, and according to this shot. Yeah.
I think Barry's trying to say something. You trying to say something, Barry?
No, I was just asking if we're going to be taking a break soon.
Oh, yeah. I was going to hope to try and finish the
Okay,
finish the paragraph.
fine, that's good. That is
Okay,
all.
so Uperush Devar Zeh.
Yeah.
Shit.
But if you want, we could start if it's, what time is it now? All right, let's see if we can finish the I'll tell you what, because maybe we could work on the difference a little bit rather than going further. Maybe let's stop here and we'll come back to this part. We'll come back to this point tomorrow. For a good time to break a break. Why not?
Okay,
Okay, thank you, Rabbi.
Very good. Very good reading. Thank you.
Rabbi, can I ask you a question?
Okay, we'll take a little break now and come back